I wanted my studio that I could something I could really be proud of, and it's just started with a dream, really.
You can do a lot on your laptop in your bedroom kind of vibe, and this was a kind of like an antidote to that.
This is our friends Electric, and we're in the live room now, and this is a studio that Rob and I conceived probably about 8-9 years ago, and it's taken that long to actually bring it to fruition. Finding the premises, we wanted somewhere subground, underground, where we felt isolated from the distractions of the outside world, where you can really focus on making music. We're really pleased how it's ended up.
It's kind of, I suppose, vaguely conventional. You've got a bit of more of a live end, this end, and then you get a bit deader up here. You've got the panels there that you can liven it up a bit if you wish to. Yeah, just a different flavour of acoustic if you want. You can close those up. There's 4 in this room, 2 in the little room. Just makes it a bit more lively.
And any artist coming in, they can change the colours, change the mood. Sometimes some like it quite dark like this and atmospheric.
Yeah. So it's all LED strip around each of these panels. So all drop panels, so you can change your mood lighting. You've got the working, the standard down spots for when you're setting up and stuff, and then you can get creative with your lighting. The little room through there, you've got obviously that can be whatever you want to put in there, but you can put drums in there. The little piano will kind of, when we get it down here, will go in there as well. So it's a Boudoir Grand Grothe and Steinweg going in there.
So here's the
beast,
the heart of the studio.
So it's an SSL D plus 8K. So you got the 24 buses plus the 8 separate ones on the old, I think they're the 500 series cartridges there. So you can bus out another 8 buses basically, and then find a way of getting it back into the desk, which is fairly straightforward with the patch bay and stuff. So yeah, we're set up to do, although it's the quad bus, it's actually LCRS on there. So we can do surround stuff with the extra buses as well. Having decent sight lines through, like hence the glass doors through to there. So, you can put the vocalist in there and have the live band in there, and everyone's got line of sight to each other, so you just get that connection, so you can get a decent performance out of people, as opposed to like the click track. There's speaker tie lines to each of the panels in each of the rooms, plus upstairs, so you can patch anything to anywhere. So if you want your guitar head in here but the cab in there, you can patch it through. If you want a guitarist in there, cab there, cab anywhere you want, you can just patch it to wherever it needs to go. So it gives us the flexibility to have big loud rock bands in here without it bleeding all over the drum kit or vocals or things like that. You got the Purple Audio 1176 copy, which is nice. That's a bit slightly brighter than that one. Snare top, snare bottom with the distressors. Toms, there's drummers, as you wouldn't necessarily do. I just quite like them being gritty and horrible. Manly New Mu there, which is on, obviously it's a mastering compressor that's strapped across the overheads, if you like. So we tend to group the rooms and the overheads and use that to manage that situation. Over to this 500 rack. So these are IGS ones, sort of LA 3A2A vibe stuff. There's guitars, acoustics, instruments, whatever you like. A couple of DBX 166s there. Again, that's a hangover from probably my live leanings. I quite like those on bass and nastier things. LA2A, again bass or whatever you like. These form the sort of the vocal rack, if you like. So the way we have it is vocal into a tube tech, out of tube tech into that, then back into there. That does those. So there's 2 of those. Again, use those for mastering or whatever you like. And then 4 blueies for vocals and whatever you fancy really. And over to that's the 33609. That's strapped across generally drum bus. I use a lot of parallel compression, so that acts as a parallel compressor for my drum bus, but you can use that however you like, obviously. Allen Smart C2. Again, it's just kind of copy of the bus compressor. That does my parallel for my instruments groups and things like that. And then the IPO 2500 for vocal groups, and so obviously that's how we have it set by default. So it's an educational sort of tool for Paul to get his head around what everything does. But obviously you've got the patch bay, so you can plop anything wherever you want to. Got this Warm Audio Tone Beast there, so it's just a local preamp for Paul to do singer-songwriter stuff. So you can put mics into it, instruments into it. It'll handle everything adequately for just sketching stuff down. And then you got the 1073 OPX, so 8 nice Neves. That's direct to Pro Tools, so you can patch from any of the rooms or upstairs into that, and then that goes direct into the computer. There's 8 tie lines there, so if you've got Kempers or things like that you want to poke in, then you can just line into that Kemper there. There's a writing station at the back there for Paul, so there's a MIDI keyboard, another monitor so you can do your songwriting at the back there. U47 FET. Everyone knows that one. Yeah, all good. Well, there we go. And then these Austrian Audio ones, the remake of the original C12 capsule for the 414 flavours. And then we've got these Soyuz 013 FETs, which are the sort of remake, if you like, model of the KM84. We've got a pair of KM184s as well, if you want to go down that route. Yeah, 2 of those for whatever you want to use a U87 for, really. And then we've got the Extinct Audio BM9s, which are the ribbons. They're those ones. So they're quite nice as room mics and things like that, guitar cabs, that sort of vibe. And then we got 421s, Sennheiser 421s, so toms, brass, whatever it is you want to do with them. Broken that box, nice.
Why were you mad enough to build a recording studio?
Yeah. Well, I can answer that. I fell in love with pop music many years ago. It's never left me, and the thrill of being in a recording environment, I've just had that integral part of my life. I've had 4 recording studios. This is the 4th and final one, and several years ago, over a pint, late night, midweek somewhere, we just started thinking, what could we really achieve? We really put our minds to it, and I wanted my final studio that something could really be proud of, and it's just started with a dream, really, and we wanted something that we could be proud of, that would match our expectations and our ambition. And with Rob's expertise, I've been led by that. We created this wonderful space.
Get you on.
What about Mark Tucker as well?
Yeah.